Welcome back to Nationalist China, where we're going to be continuing the invasion of Taiwan. I've managed to land on the island and build up a naval base, which is, I believe, where we have left off last time. I've already built 2 levels, and I'm going to be continuing to build it up, just in case we have more need of it. If you go into the constructions, you can see that I've already got 15 factories working on it. So it is a main priority for me to get this base up and running as much as possible. And I'll be attempting to evict the Japanese and their Italian allies from the island as quickly as possible. And for this reason, I will be wanting to get some planning bonus. And also, I'm gonna be assaulting from the sea at the same time. So this should hopefully allow me to get the province under control. After that, as you can see, I'm not sure if I've already showed you, but I've already got 12 divisions of Marines trained up, and I will essentially try to use them to secure Kyushu, which is this small island over here. We've already got naval supremacy somehow over here, possibly because of the fact that if we go to air mode, I've got a lot of aircraft targeting ships in this sea zone, so I don't think the Japanese ships like having to sail in that vicinity too much. I will also be attempting to get more intel on the actual provinces. For that reason, I will need some ships, and I'm already building some convoys, but I will be also going for build some more aircraft carriers and also some more destroyers, which are going to be important. As you can see, I've already got 1 aircraft carrier, the Nanshan, and I will be attempting to fill it up with aircraft as soon as possible. I am researching naval bombers and fighters right now. I've already got the fighter carrier version. I'm actually producing it or not? I'm not really sure if I'm producing it. Yes, I am producing it. I'll have enough industries soon enough to produce the fighters and fill up my carriers. I'll be looking at probably at least 4 carriers before I can defeat the Japanese forces. I'm not really sure how many aircraft carriers they have, but I know that they do have a lot, and they've also got a pretty scary air force, definitely stronger than our own, so we will be looking to just increase our capabilities in that regard. I even have the ability to see how many planes I have. Yeah, well, there's a very rough estimate that I can make with that, but yeah, unfortunately there is no ledger in this game, which is kind of annoying, but still. Yeah, as you can see, we've already established their superiority over pretty much all of the zone which we're going to be fighting in. Now, I'll be wanting to actually get another air wing going in South Korea with some more fighters. There's some interwar fighters that are available, and I'll actually leave them behind, and I'll go for some fighters. Once they are deployed, I will change the air wing, have a 100 reinforcement limit, like that. And once they are reinforced, I will attempt to use them to get air superiority over Japan, but considering how many planes the Japanese have, they will probably not be successful in the beginning, and I will continue to have to do more stuff with them. Now, I could get my last political advisor, but I don't think I will be going for that. I think I will be going for maybe a air superiority? No. I was wanting to see if I could change around a few of my army maneuver instead of army organization, perhaps? No, army organization is just a bit too important for us, as our organization is not exactly the best. I know that the air wing doesn't have any missions, so we'll go for the compassionate gentleman. I've already got the laws that I kind of want to have. I could go for total mobilization, which is going to reduce my recruitable population by 3%, but it's also going to increase my construction speed of military factories. So I do believe I will go for that. It will probably get, yeah, it cost me about 13 million manpower, but we don't really need that much manpower anyway. And we will be getting how much manpower per month? Looks like 630,000? No, 21,000 per month. So yeah, that is a lot of manpower per month, and we will definitely not need more manpower. We've already taken quite a bit of losses, but not as many as Japan, and Japan will be probably scraping the barrel soon. Let's see. Looks like they have about 100 divisions at maximum, and their laws are extensive conscription, so they cannot possibly have that much manpower left. So once these guys have a little bit of a planning bonus, I will look to attack. Also, you will have... Whoa. You will have... One of you should have a planning bonus because you're planning to naval invade. Who's the one that's naval invading? You. Why aren't you getting planning bonuses for that? Vision is still preparing. Well, I do see that, so why aren't you preparing? Or is it because that was the first day? I guess you don't get preparation bonuses for naval invasions. That could be a reasoning for that. So let's check out how quickly my fighters are reinforcing. Actually, very quickly because of the interwar fighters. Which is kind of weird. I keep having those interwar fighters. Oh, I know why. I know why, actually. Yeah, don't worry. I've got this. So let's try to send them over to home islands. No, not everyone. Oh shit. You will go over the Sea of Japan, and you'll be on air superiority. You'll go over the Sea of Japan and be on kamikaze strikes. You'll go in Manchuria and be on air superiority. And Sea of Japan, or other home islands, it's going to be air superiority. So let's see how many planes the Japanese have here. 0. Where's all their air force hiding? That doesn't make any sense. It says they've got up to 1,400 planes. Where are they hiding? Are they just all in the Pacific? That wouldn't make any sense because the Americans aren't at war. So what? That's really weird for me. Philippines. You're the puppet of the United States. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking for 1 second, but yeah. We've got a bit of unfulfilled import requests, which is kind of annoying, but still, can't really do much about that. We're having to use a lot of our industry on trading. As you can see, 55 of our 100 factories are used on trade, which is a bit of a shame, but still. So it looks like we have some more supply. I don't think we will be needing to build up much more. We'll just attack. And I'll also activate the naval invasion on you. Looks like it's gonna go fairly well. We've got way superior divisions. They have more of it. Narodowo Radikalny Polska has capitulated. Polish government has gone into exile. So it looks like Poland turned fascist while they were getting smashed by the Soviet Union. So Poland has finally been destroyed thanks to the aid of the French. In case you haven't noticed, the French have gone over to the Comintern and they have basically backstabbed Poland while Poland was fighting the Soviet Union. And that was obviously not too great for Poland. So it's already doing fairly well. Whoa. Peace conference is over. So someone just... Yeah, that was the treaty for Poland. Looks like... So Latvia was annexed. Bulgaria was puppeted. Why can I not scroll? Oh, I can scroll down. It's just not... Okay. Bulgaria was puppeted. Poland was puppeted and was reduced to one state, aka just Warsaw. And they got turned into communist, of course, because they were puppeted. 1,800 equipment has been seized, and a bunch of people took a bunch of states. So that was a pretty good win for the Comintern. And I'm fully expecting that we'll have to fight the Comintern before the end of this playthrough, as they might decide to throw in their lot with Communist China, for which I am not too happy. Actually, just to be safe, I'll pull some divisions over. Whoa. Oh, I cannot make a front against them because they're our allies. Well, isn't that annoying? I'll be wanting to build up my motorized and armored strength after I'm done with Japan, just so I am in a position so I can fight over the steppes and deserts of Central Asia and the far eastern areas of Russia, because motorized cavalry armor is very helpful in these open areas. This is going fairly well. I'm wondering when my sea invasion will start. Looks like 4 days and 1 hour. So yeah, it will be a while before my seaborne troops are here. I'm not really sure what the AI is doing moving those transports around. So Liberty Ethos has been complete. I will be going for Democracy focus. Now I'll go for Interventionism focus. Interventionism focus will give us the ability to send volunteers and give us political power. I'm not really sure if we will be able to use volunteers. As you can see now that we're attacking from multiple angles with seaborne invasion, they are dying much more quickly, and they will be pretty much surrendering to our graceful forces. So we'll have a non-aggression pact from Poland, which doesn't really make any sense, but we're going to do that anyway, because why not? And that is pretty much it for Taiwan. Now, I'll be moving over these infantry divisions back to the mainland. And I will leave this division over here defending. I will reassign them to this army, of course. Whoa. So one of my destroyers looks like was caught a little bit by some enemies. So we have our second aircraft carrier, the Panin, but we still don't have planes to put down those carriers, and also we still don't have escorts to escort those carriers, so we're going to be leaving them at port for now. They will be our investment for the future. So it looks like we've sunk a destroyer, so that's excellent. Yeah, as you can see, the Japanese do have a fairly substantial fleet still running around. So Kaohsiung, the city, is now under our control. And Taiwan is secured, so that means that will put the production of naval bases far below in the queue, because I don't really need them anymore. Now, one thing I will be doing is producing some naval bases along the coast of Korea to make the naval invasion of first Kyushu and then later Honshu that much easier. Oh, another convoy raiding. This time it was the Japanese that sunk 5 of our convoys, and they also have a fairly huge navy over here, with a carrier, 2 battleships, etc. And 108. Oh, this is the damage list. Oh, that is very interesting. What is this plan? Please no. Okay, excellent. So we're starting to get some destroyers. One of them should actually be patrolling right now. No. Why would you not patrol? You're in Guangzhou, so why wouldn't you? I know that we don't know anything about the region, but okay. So you will patrol. Maximum mission region count reached for all selected units. What? Why can I not? What the hell? Fleet free. Stop what you're doing. You're confusing the hell out of me. Rebase to Guangzhou. Please do that. Okay. Wait, you're up here. What? I thought you were down here. I don't know anymore. So you'll be going over and patrolling the Marianas, if possible, because we do already have a ship patrolling over here, the East China Sea. Of course, we actually don't really know much about the region, so let's try to patrol more of it. And we're also gonna be... we've got a lot of troops over here in Hong Kong that we don't really need, because one of our divisions is gonna be superior to the British divisions. So we're actually going to take half of the stack and we're going to move it somewhere, likely the border with French Indochina. And we're going to put forward a plan like that, because we don't really need anything too fancy. We just need to, in case of war, go and take Hanoi and the port in Tonkin. And then later we're going to be thinking about moving over to Saigon in the south. So the first decryption tech has been completed. We are trying to go for as many decryption techs as possible, because we're completely behind on that. Looks like we... It appears that this island, Iwo Jima, is undefended. So there's naval combat going on. One of our light cruisers has to run away, okay. We still don't know how many divisions the enemy has over here, which is just a bit of a shame. We're having our Marines train. We want them all at least regular. Interesting that Siam hasn't really been invited into any faction. Why would they not? We have a war that they may be drawn into. Oh, okay. And our faction is unstable. Our faction is unstable. That is hilarious. There's still fighting going on in Europe, but it's at this point very sporadic. It's just there's... I don't think that these troops are supplied anymore. Essentially what was keeping these troops, that the Italians and the Hungarians, what's left of them, and also looks like the Japanese somehow have... what was keeping them going was the fact that Poland was over here and giving them military access up to the ocean or to the Baltic Sea. So now that there's no Poland anymore to do that, it will very likely be that just these troops are out of supply, and so eventually they will just falter and die, leaving a very big clusterfuck of territory, actually. What is this Yugoslavia? Oh, it's in the Allies. Yeah, hopefully the Allies and the Comintern will be going at each other before they will go after me, because I've got pretty big borders with both both the Allies and the Comintern, which is not exactly the best situation for me. As my military, while the infantry divisions are excellent, the motorized compartment of my army is kind of lacking. Now this division is actually a pretty shitty template, so please switch it. These divisions are the template I want. Why are you shitty templates? I don't understand. Well, you'll be switching. I wish there was a way to see, get a report on what's going on in the sea war just as you can with the air war, because with the air war you can go in and you can see how many fighters you've lost, etc, etc. But in the sea war you can't really do that, and unfortunately there's no ledger, so I cannot really keep track how many ships I got in general. Now, I don't need you here. I'll be moving you over to Vladivostok. Like this. Your plan will be that. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just trying to get as many of my divisions in a decent position as possible, should war with the Soviet Union break out. And for you, the offensive line will be that. Then I'll have you. Who are you? Infantry type 1. Please switch. I'll have you here. And I'll assign you over to you, and I'll also make it certain that you will not do any stupid orders. Ooh, logistics wizard. That's excellent. Don't want that supply consumption on all those units to be high. So that definitely helps. Wonder if we will be able to actually use our volunteer feature in any way. I don't think we'll be able to, because right now the only ones who are at war are the Comintern and the sort of semi-Axis, I guess you could call it. Because I don't think that the Axis and the Allies are at war anymore. No. The United Kingdom isn't at war with anyone, so the only ones that we would be having the opportunity to... Ooh, actually we've got some very good opinions of the British Raj because we have trading partners with them. Still, there is the fact that Hong Kong is mine, and I kind of want to take it eventually. I wonder, can you demand territory? Declare war... no, it doesn't appear to be. How's the research coming up? We're gonna have improved computing machine fairly soon. We're also gonna have Paratroopers 1, which is gonna be good. I'm gonna edit a nice Paratrooper division, and then make a decent one. I'm also gonna be trying to get some more support companies soon. Especially, we're gonna be wanting motorized as soon as possible. And with that, we're gonna be able to purchase signal companies and hospitals. We don't really need hospitals though, so maybe logistics companies would be good, and also military police would be kind of interesting, because military police will allow us to garrison places that we take over soon enough. So we shot down, well, we got 4 of our fighters shot down, but we last hit, it looks like, a destroyer from the Japanese fleet. So that is excellent. We're going to be slowly but surely reducing the Japanese Navy. They still got around 500 ships. Of course, I do believe this counts this is actually the number of convoys. So where's the number of ships? This is the number of ships. They have about 200, it seems. But of course, our decryption tech is fairly shitty, so we don't really have the ability to decipher what they've actually got. Now, ooh, I can actually go for weapons free. I haven't really been upgrading my weapons, so that is definitely going to be important to do. Proof the computing machine is almost over. How's the construction coming up? We actually got a lot of transport planes being built. I don't believe we will need that many soon. Now, how many transport planes do we actually have that are somewhere? I remember pulling them all down here because I thought that I could use them too. We've actually got 75. I don't really know how many transport planes you need to transport a division of paratroopers, but I guess we'll find out soon. You're the Marine guy, and you're a Field Marshal, so I'll give you the paratroopers, or the soon-to-be paratroopers. So let's go edit my paratrooper division. Where is it gonna be? Over here. Edit my paratroopers. I'll definitely want some more. Make it like that. Have a support artillery, recon, engineers. Can I paradrop artillery? Does that make any sense? I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that, so I'll just keep it this way. And you guys will be turned into paratroopers. So can you paradrop? Okay, click on our airbase to designate the takeoff point. The airbase must have available transport planes. Right-click on the province that is in range of the local transport planes to designate the drop zone. Okay, so we don't have transport planes over here. We do have them over here. So we'll be transferring the transports. I'll delete the air wing. And I'll also stop the production of transports, at least for now. Can I cancel? Oh, right. I'm retarded. This. And I'll be wanting to produce more carrier fighters anyway. So I'll be trying to get some more transport planes over here. So how's the air war going over here? Doesn't look like the Japanese are actually bothering to use any airplanes at all. Now over here in the East China Sea, we've also got complete air superiority, which is awesome. How about Navy? Looks like the Japanese Navy is back in some way. Know too little about this region. Whoa. Hi. So the Japanese have invaded French Indochina, which is hilarious, because we've already sent divisions over here. We're just going to let them take over as much as possible, and then we're going to unleash our own attack. I definitely want them to take over this airbase first, because right now what's happening is the fact that I cannot attack over here because it's in French control, but as soon as the Japanese take over, I'll actually be able to just go and occupy it. It's gonna be mine. So the Japanese must actually have a naval presence over here. They've actually invaded over here too. So they're gonna be trying to take Saigon as well at the same time. So I'm actually kind of impressed with the AI having done a multiple-pronged naval invasion. That is quite interesting. So improved computing machine is done. We'll be going for advanced computing machine to get more research speed going, and we'll be training paratroopers in Beijing. The paratroopers should also be training. They are excellent. Whoa, this division is very low on fighting strength. Not really sure why. We have naval invasion? Oh, naval combat. Looks like our destroyer has been engaged and easily managed to run away. So that's good. Are we even producing destroyers? I don't think. Yeah, we've got one dockyard working on it, so it's going to be one destroyer a year, which is not enough. Eventually, we're going to be receiving more dockyards, though. If we go into our constructions, we're going to have some in construction fairly soon. So, encryption 1 is complete. We'll go for decryption 2. It's definitely going to be a focus for us to do that. And the reason I'm going now for the political focus is because at the end we're going to have a technology sharing focus, which is going to allow us to have a 5th research slot, which has been long in the making. Again, these ones aren't very important. Well, why we fight is decent because it gives us plus 10% national unity, but none of those are too important for us. It's going to be mainly the research slot that we're after. And then after that, we're going to be completing aviation effort and submarine and destroyer effort.